2, 1. We're going.
Okay, back to it.
Okay.
You guys were in a conversation.
Yes. So, we were talking about dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Currently?
Yep.
We have-
Kalia just briefed everyone on the job position she was offered.
Okay, well, since you just brought that up, I do have a couple things to say.
Bixby is poring over the book thing.
I do have a couple thoughts. I think that currently, with the Sweetmakers gone, a way to bring the community together is a lovely idea. I don't know if this is the best way to go about it, but I do think that we need to have some sense of togetherness right now, as everybody is feeling very lost and separated, I think, with the missing Sweetmakers. Bless you. Gotcha.
It went away like instantly. Thank you. You cured my curse.
It's been bestowed a blessing.
The Seeker. For some reason, the title "The Seeker" weirds me out too.
They're lost. What do you do with lost things?
Hide and seek.
I mean, but not all lost things are ever found, and
True.
some of them aren't meant to be found.
Hide.
I purposefully believe that the Sweetmakers left for a reason.
I believe so too.
Wasn't there the notion in their book, once everything is all hunky-dory, then they pack up their bags?
Precisely. But it does feel a bit early since there was a crisis nearby just recently. I mean, have we checked the nearby town for the Sweetmakers? They could have just gone there. Who knows?
Maybe.
That'd be
that
funny.
notion makes me kind of just like... missing parents.
I do believe that it should be a community effort, including the others, including not only the community here, but the two different factions, even if they,
You mean the Noddish and the Prosper?
yes, even if they are biased, they are still vital for building a structure of.
I think that if we
What
can
about
find a way
The
for them
orphans and
to...
everyone else, all the refugees, all the constructs, are they not?
No, that's what I mean. The community here.
I do agree. I think that if we can find a way for the Noddish and the Prosper to agree on something for once and work together, that would be more than what the Sweetmakers could have ever wished and hoped for.
What if that's why they left?
To force
give
us to
us-
work together?
Yeah.
It's possible. Anyway, that's a good running theory.
It's a good one.
It's a good running theory.
You got my seal of approval. That one's awesome. I didn't think of that, but that's cool as shit. Right, I don't mean to don't make a game off of that, but I think that's super fucking awesome. Continue.
So, I like that theory, and that's sort of what I'm hoping for, anyway.
So having a town-appointed leader that the community chooses is a great way to get us to back up one source, one idea.
Right, but trying to make someone fill the shoes of the Sweetmakers is not a light task.
So maybe we shouldn't appoint it to one person.
A representative from the Prosperous Noddish to orphans, constructs, refugees. It's not an awful idea.
And then possibly more than one from each place.
Well, I believe that's something that we should address at dinner this evening.
Not a bad idea. Speaking of dinner, like I say, I'm not 100% convinced by my father's, what am I looking for?
Sincerity.
Sincerity, but his intentions.
And to what reason did he offer the invitation?
Are you implying he's a bit of a snake, a bit of a sneak, a bit of a scoundrel?
Well, I'm implying that he has reason to sort of win this competition of finding the Sweetmakers.
Which I am kind of assuming that the Nordish might be doing as well,
Indeed.
considering.
So
our
I'm
presence.
so we have limited knowledge at this point, and I think that we should be clear with each other what we wish to share. I don't like the idea of keeping secrets, especially from my family.
Whatever
But-
knowledge we found that's ours. We have no obligation to share.
Other than the
We could-
obligation to the entire townspeople.
I believe that we should share as much as we're willing to share with the rest of the community, with them. Even I am not so sure that I want to debrief my own fellow militia members with what we found.
Well,
The
my
only thing
father
that-
did say that if tonight doesn't work, we can do another night, and maybe we should hold off telling him anything until we have told everybody else, so that he never is a step ahead.
It's a good idea.
That may be a good plan.
I do believe, though, the only information we found about where the Sweetmakers might have gone was the flavor, chocolate, chart, whatever, farewell flavor. It's the only hint of where they went. They don't need to know about the book or the booby traps or the metal dog.
There are things I think we should keep out for the sake of avoiding panic.
Including the book.
And the booby traps and the dog.
Yes,
Something you want to say there?
no. I believe that with the time we have left today, we should investigate further. We have much more searching to do and much more knowledge to dig up.
I agree.
Where shall we investigate?
I'm so happy you guys are working together.
But, general consensus right now is only share the flavor thing. Yes?
They were like Cersei did
I agree.
Cool.
something about the ledger with the
That was in the book.
oh that wasn't
Yeah. Right?
What are we talking about?
Our sanctum will open by the
That's in the Book of Deeds.
okay.
Yeah. So we're only sharing the flavor farewell message.
Now, if people ever learn that we are keeping information from the public,
They won't.
they will likely get angry. Unless,
Your
of
precious
course,
Sweetmakers, of course, have an image to uphold.
Wait.
We wouldn't want to hurt the people with their booby traps and secret book and refugees.
This is true. And unless, of course, our friend Nadine here is indeed appointed the position of seeker by the collective town. Right?
What
Then,
was the first part of what you said?
so we would possibly arouse anger if they find out we are keeping secrets from them, unless Nadine is appointed seeker. And then it's really up to Nadine, and they have put their trust in Nadine at that point. If everyone agrees that the position of seeker is morally acceptable and that Nadine should fill that role.
Right. And I think what you're arguing is that so long there's a reason to keep secrets for public safety, and if
greed.
Nadine is officially appointed, that it's easier for holding secrets to fall under that umbrella than if you're just a party of
Right.
folks.
Yeah.
I do believe we should probably seek out more evidence that would be more publicly favorable and will support our cause, if that's the case, because I'm not particularly comfortable with sharing, anything with the book either, since that is their business, but
We
the
also then
start
run
of
the
an
risk of
explanation would be good.
we then run the risk of exposing those refugees, those relocated individuals, and their safety. I don't think people would
Right.
enjoy that information.
Not at all.
Indeed. So, okay, the general consensus, keeping it down on the down low for now, keep investigating.
Should we maybe talk to Mittens about this?
Yes.
Okay. Are we traveling somewhere?
Well, should we go talk to Mittens?
Yeah, be like, hey, say nothing to no one.
And then just an idea. I think that we should maybe another place we could investigate would be Edlark's cabin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So going to the Sweetmaker's date, 30 minutes marked off the thing. We're at 2 o'clock. You enter. There's Mittens. There's this dog who she's teaching to read.
So weird.
How's that going?
Making quick progress.
That's slightly frightening. But
Yeah.
Can it
yes.
speak in full sentences yet?
Well, it seems to understand speech.
well, I could do that already. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
It's just learning to transcribe. That's why it's so easy.
I want to fully forget about what we're doing. I'm trying to sit next to this dog and be like, A,
Yeah, you're
Ah.
probably okay. Yeah.
B, B.
Okay, great. You're doing that. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. That'll be our teaching roll.
11.
Hell yeah. You help him out with the Q and U, which were fucking confusing the shit out of him. You get that. You get that in him. He's good. Okay.
Quail.
Queen.
Queer.
Mm.
Quaint.
Quizzical.
Okay.
Quizlet.
Okay. Let's stop teaching the dog about queefs. Let's get back to the mystery. We've got a mystery to solve. Okay.
Yes, the mystery.
Okay. You guys have arrived. What are you telling us?
Really quickly, while they catch Mittens up, can I go to the secret room and grab the manual for the dog?
Sure. Yeah. You grab that manual.
That's
I would just
probably
like to
smart.
have that on hand,
Okay,
just
cool.
in case.
Cool.
We should probably show it to Mittens too. Maybe we should give it to Mittens.
Yeah?
You
Yeah.
give her a copy of it. There's a lot of them.
Okay, I would like a copy too.
Okay. You give her one.
Okay, cool.
And you guys are telling her what?
I'm gonna fill her in on the whole seeker idea. Yeah.
Yeah. She says, oh, that sounds very helpful.
It's tell
Have
no
you seen
one.
Have you seen the kids in the town square?
The ones who are asking for donations.
Yes, I hear they've already collected quite a good amount of people's charity.
That's wonderful to hear. I did put forth a donation for them as well.
Yeah.
So
I'm certain once the public is fully informed about what they're fundraising for, it will double.
that's wonderful to hear. Mittens, is there any possibility that you'd be able to help my, I guess, candidacy for?
I'm sorry, I'm not very renowned among the people of Lear.
That's
I can be a character witness. I'm not quite sure how it works.
As someone who worked directly with the Sweetmakers, I'm sure you have some say. You hold
Oh,
some.
yes,
pull.
I could.
Well,
I could tell them of the things you've all discovered here.
It won't be necessary. We actually were going to ask you to.
Okay.
We are just not confident that
We don't want to cause a
information
panic.
is safe for the public to know.
Of course.
Of course, we have everyone's and I would just like to speak a thought here. I think it's important to make clear that this position of seeker is not attempting to fill the role of the Sweetmaker.
I would not.
No.
No.
It's
Yes.
it's just attempting to find.
I just think that we need to make that abundantly clear to everybody.
I am
Yes.
not
Indeed.
anticipating on taking on that role, and
As nobody should feel the need to.
Exactly.
Okay, now that that's clear, and that we've gotten Mittens in on the loop here, maybe we should go investigate Edlark's cabin a bit.
Okay. Cool.
I have no other. Do you have? Unless you have any other ideas.
Just a thought about what we're gonna tell your father. We could maybe tell him about the position of seeker, and he can come listen to what we have to
Yeah.
say when that's going on.
That's something that is interesting to bring up. If you get the Prospers on your side, that's a good chunk of the public who's going to vote. But again, that does require providing some evidence.
Yep.
Some
So let's
genuine
look at that
information.
evidence.
Okay. So you guys are going to travel to the north. The lodge is there's like that winding trail that leads to the outskirts of town. Do you guys see that little rectangle in the forest? Bottom
Yeah.
right of the map. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the lodge. So in order to get there, you guys pass through.
Is the square the church?
Yes, that is the church and the pillars.
And then the
Scorch.
Sweetmakers is
It's just the center. It's just that circle in the very center of town. That's where the
Wonderful.
Sweetmaker estate
So
is.
2:30 lodge.
Yes, 2:30. We're
Did
at the
y'all
lodge.
tell Bixby and Leaf about the delivery and the quaking?
Oh yeah, I'm sure that we. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The lodge
Oh, maybe
is.
we should ask Mittens about the quaking.
Oh!
Do you want to do that before we leave?
Yeah.
Okay. You ask her about it, and she says, "Oh, I'm not usually around at those times. I haven't heard of any such foundation shaking. The estate is very finely built."
Interesting.
Okay, so you guys head to the lodge, which is currently surrounded in people, because this is where the search parties are mainly launching forth from. You guys see that, like, even in the bitter cold, there are people who are out here, like, drenched in snow after they've been trudging through the recent snowfall in search of the two. And there is, there's only one figure, really, who seems to be kind of barking out orders and shouting stuff. And flying in from the east is an eagle, which swoops down from the tree line and lands on a massive falconer's glove from this individual. They are clad in this enormous coat that almost doubles their width. They have a collar that goes up past their nose, you can just barely see their eyes. They've got a furrowed brow of like a raccoon hat meshed with like a pawn soldier cap, and there's like the little raccoon tail draping over their shoulder. And they're like, "All right, guys, keep looking." Like, Hayden, if you would put up the art of Montague. in both the show off and the Discord, that'd be great. Yeah, there's Montague. Montague is organizing some search parties, and you see that he's kind of surrounded in this. It seems like there are two birds. There's two birds on his glove right now, and yeah.
Do I know who Montague is?
You would know. You've seen him around the pirates' fleet. He is. Make a history check.
One of the pirates!
He is a pirate!
Guidance?
Pirate!
Guidance?
Maybe.
Maybe with guidance, we'll see.
12.
Okay, 12. You know that he
That's such
is.
a good history
Can
check.
I give advantage with my connection with the pirates?
Sure, go for
I
it.
also make this check for funsies.
Sure.
Yay! Hey man, double proficiency.
16.
16. Okay, that's great.
I didn't realize I was good at history checks.
You
And
can't do
Arcana
FOF
checks?
on both.
Oh, wait.
11.
Okay. Eric, you would know that you know Montague by name, and you know that he is a crow's nest like specialist. He kind of doesn't like tight spaces of the lower deck, and so he is frequently up in the rigging, sending his scouts out in every which way. You know that he has 3 birds: Zeus, Parn, and Chlor.
Zeus, Parn,
Yep,
And
These names
Core?
feel familiar.
Corn.
Corn.
Have you used these before?
Hmm?
These feel very familiar.
I've used, I think, Prawl? I've used Prawl before. That's a name that I've used. No, I've used Prawl and Yarn in the same campaign as races.
Troll.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Parn is a little bit similar. But yeah, Zeus, Parn, and Corn, and you know that Corn is the massive fucking eagle on his thing. There's like a, the really speedy hawk on the next, which is Zeus, and then Parn is currently, you see that like through that he has this little like space in between at the center of his jacket.
I see him.
Yeah, and
The crow.
yeah, and on his belt there are perches that stick and connect to his coat, so that if his birds need to warm up, they can tuck into his coat.
That's lovely.
Shut up.
So his coat is just a big bird cage.
Yeah. That's why it's so big, because all of his birds can flock into it and get warm.
That's lovely.
And his services are unique because it's usually hard to provide for birds on the seas and keep them warm in this climate. But Montague is proficient at it. And yeah.
Does he know who I am?
Yeah, I think he recognizes you.
I'd like to
Hi, Leaf!
walk up and say hi. Montague, it's wonderful to see you here.
How's it going?
Well, it is going.
You've been searching for yourself, have you?
Yes, we've been investigating.
This is his voice now. I found it. That's great. Have you any news? Any news?
Nothing huge.
Oh, damn.
You guys find anything?
Not really. Skies
you-
are clear from here to the coast.
Have you just been searching the woods, mostly?
I just came to the coast today, or to the woods today. We've mostly been scanning the harbor. We're kind of the only ones who can.
We
or-
really.
Yeah, the far seas and all that.
Well, it's very much appreciated that you're helping organize such search parties.
Well, of course. I haven't slept awake. Yeah.
Well, we were thinking about doing some looking around over here. We don't wish to bother you or cause any trouble, but
Oh,
we,
not in
may,
the slightest.
we
Any
may-
news is good news.
we may look around the establishment here.
Oh, the lodge?
Yeah.
I mean, you're welcome to it.
Wait, just to be clear, there's the lodge, right? Is there like a separate building where
So,
Edlark sort of,
lodge.
The first
and it's
place
just
we find.
that?
It's just the lodge.
Um,
there's a small stable that is currently vacant on the side, but it's just a lodge.
Does Edlark have a personal room in the lodge?
Oh no, he just kind of sleeps on the couch.
Vibes.
There's like a large communal space inside, and then there's a ring of couches and a fireplace, and that's usually where he rests.
So I'm assuming it's bustling in here currently.
Kind of, yeah. So that like the formerly open and like inviting space is now like there's maps everywhere. There's like knives pinning up like diagrams, and like all the maps are covered in X's of like places we've already searched. And there's people just coming in and out, just like wait, let me. Can I have the sled dog? And there's like all of this shit going on.
Maybe we should talk to your buddy, the pastor, about organizing through this group of people about the Seeker stuff. Because they seem to be. Is it just pirates doing stuff here, or
No, it's everybody. It's
just everybody
yeah,
else here?
Montague is actually one of the few pirates you see here, and that might be because some of them are actually searching by sea. But yeah.
Well, it's wonderful to see all the townspeople working together here.
Mhm.
It's very heartwarming.
Yes, great.
Now kiss.
After you.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
Bixby, you know detect magic, right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Be subtle. We don't want to interrupt the goings-ons of the investigation.
Broom closet.
Garrett goes in the broom closet.
Just give me 10 minutes.
You go in the broom closet, you cast your spell, you come back out.
Just like pupils, ginormous.
I wouldn't say there's nothing magical in here. I think there's a few knickknacks. Maybe there's like a enchanted bass that hangs on the wall that pops out and sings at you. But like nothing crazy. There's just like a couple maybe like atmosphere enhancing enchantments that are littered about.
Are there any other rooms?
No, not really. It's all pretty open and like matter of fact. There's a couple cabinets, but after opening them, you just find like board games and card games stacked up to the ceiling. Like,
That's charming.
yeah,
Are there any rugs?
there are 4 bear rugs.
I am looking under all of them.
Okay, there's nothing under the rugs.
Okay,
but good effort.
We've learned the trick with the outline of the building and the size of the floor plan inside.
Yep.
Can I
Yeah,
check that.
you do a quick perimeter. No, you find no such thing.
Investigation check?
Go for it.
I will also do
I
one.
keep forgetting that exists.
I will also thoth my investigation check.
Natural 20!
Never mind.
3! 3! Let's go!
Okay.
One. Okay.
Let's see. 14.
Okay.
Can I get brownie points?
Yeah, okay. All right, Eric. Okay. All right. Fine, bud. Okay. So you notice that the far back wall of the lodge is sort of in a hill, right? So like the lodge is kind of
So basement.
coming out of the hill, which means that like as it's nudging back into the hillside, there's a portion of the wall that could theoretically be tunneled through. So although the building itself doesn't have any extra space, there is potential for a piece of the lodge to be connected to something underground.
I see.
And that
So like a secret staircase somewhere within the...
possibly.
If I see I'm outside, right, and I see this and I'm sort of above that area, can I
Right.
sort of stomp and see if it sounds hollow?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a nature check.
I could also augury to see if we try to find a secret passage into the hill, will it work? Just a thought.
You could do that.
8.
You're not really sure enough to tell. There's a lot of people moving around you right now, so it's a little tricky.
I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do.
Okay, so you're asking if we search for a secret passage, what will happen?
Yeah.
Okay. What are the answers that can happen? I forget them.
I also
Give them to
forget
me. Is it not on the spell card?
No.
That's dumb.
my left handbook?
It's right
here. What page number? It's like 290 or something.
Yeah, 216. That's weird.
Isn't it?
Okay,
That's for
we
the
can blame the
DM
spell
to
card.
know.
No, that's stupid.
I just-
The
that is
spell
dumb.
card is supposed to give you the information.
That is stupid.
Did you say 216?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's right here, and then it continues on to the next
That's
page.
beast
Or
sense.
it's actually this spell.
Ooh.
There's like the word auguries on the previous page, and then the spell is on
You
the
receive
next.
an omen from another worldly entity about the results of specific course of action in the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses from the possible omens. Well for good results, woe for bad results, well and woe for
It's
good
wheel. But yeah.
for both good and bad results. Nothing for results that aren't especially good or bad.
Okay, so wheel is bad, right?
No,
It was
woe
good.
is bad.
Woe is bad. Okay, so it. And what was the nothing one?
It's neutral.
Neutral. Okay, it responds neutral.
So nothing good nor nothing
Nothing
bad.
good nor nothing bad.
Worth a shot, still.
Well, I mean, I guess we could go to...
Actually, I guess it would be. No, it would be nothing bad. Yeah.
I want to go back into the lodge and try to investigate more on that like back wall zone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Make an
okay.
investigation check.
Five.
What you find out is that
What's your
there's.
investigation, man?
This is the wall where the fireplace is.
Nat 20!
Woo.
That was loud, I apologize.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Great.
lucky rolls, baby.
All right, Garrett. You want to know what you find?
Yes.
You guys are. Absolutely.
Can I try?
Oh my God.
Okay, I'd like to contribute by trying to sort
Okay.
of conceal this from.
Garrett, here's what happens.
Can I conceal this from the rest of the people in the lodge?
Oh,
Potentially?
wait.
wait,
We'll
wait.
get to that when we get to
Bixby
that.
is
Garrett.
on a roll.
Bixby,
There's no
you are
stopping
like
him
up
once he
against the
finds
wall.
something.
You're familiar with the secret doors. You're like tapping the wall, and it doesn't seem like there's any secret panel or small secret door. But when you get to like, so the fireplace is sort of these stone columns around, like outsetting from the wall, right? And you kind of tap on it and you pull on it, and you're like grasping the side of this stone column, and it goes just like an inch, but the entire fucking mantle drops an inch. So like the fireplace, which was once flush with the floor, goes.
Within the hustle and bustle, the people notice this, right?
I would like.
stealth check. for me.
I would. Okay, can I add? Can I
Sure.
contribute to this by casting Silent Image to try and make it look like the fireplace has not moved?
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah.
Give
can
you
have
advantage?
That one.
Give advantage.
Advantage with Silent Image,
I love you.
which is a level 1 spell.
That's funny.
Fucking god damn it! Okay, alright, nobody notices.
Yes.
The door drops an inch, you seal it up, like you cover it up, but Bixby, you're here, you're interacting with it, you can see it just dropped an inch. Happy. Oh my god, you guys are getting too good at this.
Oh,
From 0 to
yes.
100.
Teamwork.
Unfortunately, that
Teamwork.
seems to be all of the natural give to this space.
So does it spin? Does it rotate?
No.
Does it?
I want to see like the gap in the ceiling. I want to check that out.
You want to like climb up? Okay, yeah.
or
you-
not like I can.
Well,
fly.
it's cloaked. It's cloaked, so
I
you
can
can totally
fly.
fly up there. But yeah, you climb up to the top of the mantle and you peek over it, and what you see is a small gap, and it looks like there is a portion of the mountain that is, or of the hillside that is carved out to make the start of a tunnel, but it stops. There is nothing that continues from that tunnel. It's just kind of a maybe we'll keep digging later.
What if it goes down?
It doesn't. You it's just kind of a dirt cup.
And none of the dirt looks recently loose.
Dirt.
Are there like footprints or?
There's footprints. And in fact, there is like a little pickaxe that's left on the side of the passage. Because you all
This
have
is
dark
me.
vision.
Sorry.
Okay, alright.
Mm,
You guys are way ahead of me.
that was kind of a crazy sequence.
Yeah. You gonna try pushing it back up?
I want to try to push it down more.
Okay. Make a strength check with disadvantage
Okay.
because you are trying to pry in between this tiny little thing.
3.
Nope. And also, you're starting to make noise now, like of like.
Maybe we should wait till people clear out to finish this.
Does it look like there's anything of note in there?
There's a pickaxe and some footprints.
But it's just a little.
Just kind of looks like a spot to vibe.
Maybe the
Possible,
only-
possibly a potential escape route.
Maybe if we follow that
Tunneling
way,
into
it might lead to the predetermined exit for the place. Maybe there's a place they were trying to make a tunnel towards in that direction.
So this is something I'm completely unfamiliar with,
Mhm.
correct?
The tunnel?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
Yeah. I
Are
wanna,
there multiple different kinds of footprints, or is it just one footprint?
Too hard to tell. Make a survival check if you're peeking in there.
You can't. Okay. 6.
Too hard to make out.
Thoth?
Hold on, how?
Yeah, no.
Ooh, 10.
8.
Plus 4.
Oh, wait, right. Okay, never mind.
Basic arithmetic is hard.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've learned this.
If we wanna, I like the try to follow it out path. I wanna take a bolt and snap it in half, toss it in the thing. Locate object.
Oh, so wait. Okay, so if it falls, you'll be able to locate it deeper?
Or if we go out, I want to be able to
Oh, okay.
navigate back to it.
Sure. Okay, yeah, you toss a little thing in there.
And then, can we try and close it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's make a...
Is it strength?
You're gonna
Okay.
need at least 2 people to do this because the thing is, it's easy to pull this mantle down because it's very heavy, and it seems like there is a mechanism that's stopping it from going deeper.
I'm
Um,
strong as
Well,
fuck.
Yeah.
concentration. I require concentration to maintain silent image. So.
Okay, yeah. So we need
you.
2 people at least to try pushing it back up.
Do you wanna?
I'm silent imaging the
Conjuring a mind.
A mind image of us not doing heavy lifting. Okay.
What's your character's name again?
Attica.
Attica, be stronger. Thoth. Guidance.
Okay.
Alright,
Athletics.
let's get these fucking nerds. Athletics. Oh.
You're gonna need a
Ooh.
combined.
9.
You're gonna need a combined total of 35.
I got 9.
Nope. You guys are doing your absolute best to pull this thing up. Just not working.
Can I try to add in if I see them struggling?
No.
Can we wait a minute while I'm still maintaining my spell and then have them try again?
It's too heavy for them to do right now.
Can I try mending to make the gap not
No.
super visible? Yeah.
I mean, it's not that big of a gap. Remember, this is like a 20-foot high section, and there's just like an inch gap. It's probably easier to spot the
Yeah, you know what?
part
I'm
that
worried
dropped.
some hefty fellow gonna come back from a long search in the woods, gonna
And
take
just
a
go-
plop on the mantle.
Why would you sit on the mantle? Do you know what a mantle is?
Eric, this is
That
board is the mantle.
Well, yeah, but like just like sitting in front of the fireplace. No.
Yeah, they could notice it there. Yeah,
So we can just stand in front of it.
just stand in front of it forever. Oh man.
What if we light it? Maybe. That
We
just
what?
might make it a fireplace.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
I guess I
that's fine.
hum when I'm thinking.
This might be a bit of a non-ethical resort to clear out the place, but what if we stage some sort of emergency
No.
to get people to leave?
Not the time.
Very nice, very nice.
Cersei, do you want any M&Ms? You haven't had any.
Oh, I'm fine. Sugar just makes me bad at DMing. That's why I stopped doing Mountain Dew. Nah.
I respect your self-control.
I get too crazy.
You do. I have. You do usually get kind of jittery.
Yeah, I get like no.
Yeah.
So I try to avoid that. I get hyped enough without it.
We could just leave.
Yeah.
I like we planted the broken bolt. We can try to follow it to like an exit route if we just.
Somebody finds the secret. I guess there's not much in
Yeah,
there.
they're like, oh,
Yeah.
a pickaxe and footprints
but
in the
this
tunnel.
that could
A
create.
tunnel.
There's a secret created by one of the Sweetmakers
Ah, shit.
that could
right.
create distrust within the community, which is not what we want right
I've opened up a pickle.
Do you mean can of worms?
No pickle. You're in a pickle.
You heard her.
now. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I should have worms come out of it. Yeah, you're right, Carrot.
So we've done these amazing triple nat 20 checks.
Yeah, I would like
Sorry.
at any point in that venture I would have stopped you, but like it was nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
It was nat 20, nat
There's-
1, nat 20.
There's nothing I could do.
Okay.
Holy crap.
So we should try to get people out of here.
No.
No, because then we can just be like, oh, Montague, let's go look over here. Come on, everybody. Throw the giant.
Just
Oh,
gonna
dude,
raise
you have
suspicion.
so much pull in this.
Yeah.
Be like, there's this path that Edlark always used to go down.
It's just gonna raise
For once to
suspicion,
come.
though. We don't want to raise suspicion.
Not necessarily. I'm just providing ideas. But
Yeah,
I don't know how I could come up. Well, okay, here's the thing. They've been searching this area for a good long while now.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have to come up with another large area for them to go to. And we would need a place for them to congregate near that large area that isn't this.
What about the woods near the
Here's-
estate?
Another option, you could come back to this later when everyone isn't in a frenzy. Because
Yeah.
after the town hall meeting, people will probably go back to their daily routines and not be up in arms searching.
Right, but I'm worried about somebody noticing the skewed fireplace.
That's true.
Does it seem like they've been searching for a while? Like, have they just kind of been?
I'll give you this.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone who is currently searching is tired as fuck.
Okay.
They also are not looking in the lodge.
Okay.
True.
We can probably just let it be.
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
should let it be. And
This is a real quick sidetrack that my brain came up with. Is my sister anywhere amongst these people?
No.
Okay.
oh.
Neither's mine.
We don't know where she is, do we?
Neither is
We
mine.
had an idea, but she wasn't home last night. So.
She mentioned checking out the coast with some buddies. The coast
Yeah.
is the opposite side of well, it would technically be near, but it wouldn't be. This is a launch point to the forest, so she wouldn't be here.
Okay, well,
Theoretically.
so what we've discovered is a potential escape route.
Or just passage.
Right. But it's like,
Do you have wild shape yet?
no. I still need 2 druid levels to get there. So I'm a ways from that. That may be where I go next, but I need to also redo my wizardry now because we have the same spells. That's okay though.
Yeah, I say we leave and then try to do the follow where the tunnel was roughly pointing and see if we
Yeah.
find anything planned.
If we just like orient ourselves on the hill and just like, all right, go.
I
Yeah.
have no better plans.
Okay. So you guys get yourselves behind the shack and you start moving in one direction. It basically points right out the back of the shack. So if you look at the map and where that little rectangle is, it's just pointing into the woods, the opposite way of the path. So you're just going deep into the woods where everyone has been searching. Go ahead and make an investigation check, everybody.
Wow.
I can only get
Group
one person
investigation?
thought, right?
Wow.
Who has? I'm gonna thought.
And I'm going to say we're spending an hour on this. 30 minutes or an hour? Which one do you want? I'll give you 2 checks if you choose an hour.
What time is it?
2:30.
We can take an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So an hour passes and you guys search. So everyone has advantage.
We have advantage, or
Oh.
we do two separate
Advantage.
checks?
It's
Okay.
Oh, what was my first roll?
Oh, one more.
My first roll was really good, so
Okay.
I
15.
don't remember.
19.
22.
Because I don't remember my first roll, I'm gonna say that this one counts because I genuinely don't.
Okay, that's fine.
24.
15, 19, 24. Wait,
22.
22,
15.
15, 19, 24. Alright, you do pretty good. And there is no obvious above ground landmark that this can lead to. The hill just kind of keeps raising and raising and raising. So either it doesn't look like there's any tunnels or outlets nearby. Perhaps whatever they were digging to is deeper, but there's just not enough to tell.
Can
So-
I, like, fly above the tree line just to see if there's any obvious, like, we cut a bunch of trees down to go to this path, or like, here's a
Yep.
weird shaped rock.
Nope.
No,
Because
nothing.
I feel like
No,
there's something
nothing.
underground.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's no like, there's a bump where there could be an
so
interesting cave.
with your guys' roll, you're pretty definitive that whatever that passage would have led to isn't above ground.
Right.
Maybe they're.
Maybe the Sweetmakers were more secretive than I had initially anticipated.
Who'd have thunk?
So that's the Sweetmaker secret.
Hey!
There's a lot of them if you're gonna keep track at home. How many
a
we got?
secret.
We could go back to the estate, search for an entrance there. There was already one. There might be more.
This is pointed
If
in
they're
the opposite direction,
shaking-
though.
At the estate, they're probably excavating beneath.
Ah.
You guys have just found a massive secret door. If there is such a thing at the Sweetmaker estate, it would make a lot of rumbling when being activated.
Let's go to the Sweetmaker's estate,
Okay.
baby!
30 minutes to go to the estate.
Wait, have we decided that we are or we aren't going to dinner with my father tonight?
I
think we
2
should-
hours in between.
I think that
we should, so Nadine can get like, oh, it's us, the Prospers, and we think you're cool. We'll vote for you.
getting there.
You might want to also try setting something up with the Noddish if you choose.
But if we do try to get his approval, we are going to
and-
have to give him information, which is what we were trying to not do in the first place.
Real quick, time is a factor.
Yep.
You guys can split up to cover more ground.
You go talk to the Nodish, be like, hey dogs, remember me? It's your boy. You go to your dad and be like, hey, Nadine's pretty cool. I go to the robots and I'm like, hello robots, these are my friends, vote for her.
But if we go to them and say we have no current information to give to you, they're not going to say, well, they're not going to think that we're of much use, right? We would have to give them something, and I don't know what we would want to give them.
Reminder, the Noddish know that there was a trap in the estate.
That's true.
Because the commander's brother?
I mean, Commander's brother, yeah, but it would be like younger brother. He's
Yeah.
like 17.
Got.
I mean, if
Yeah.
we...
So I guess we could tell the Prospers of that one booby trap.
Yeah. Okay,
And so-
the
and so-
booby
so
trap,
that's-
the booby trap and the farewell chocolate
farewell
is what
chocolates.
we disclosed publicly. Be
Yeah.
like, hey, the dudes, what was the booby trap protecting?
The
electric-
breaker box.
Okay, so we'd be like, hey, there was a booby trap protecting the breaker box. That's probably just because it was important, but maybe the Sweetmakers. No, we should just use the booby trap was protecting the breaker box to be like, hey, the Sweetmakers like had important things to protect. I bet there's. The fuck am I trying to say?
So we can
We can
discern
justify the
that they
booby
had
trap.
they had reason
Yeah.
to have the trap
But
there.
be like, there is a booby trap. Maybe there's other things we didn't know about,
Mm-hmm.
but not in like a suspicious
but
way.
but not
But
in a way that we need to distrust them. Like,
yeah,
Like this is something that they were trying to
protect.
keep protected.
Yeah,
Great.
and then we can just be like, also this chocolate. You all know this chocolate. Here's this message. It said
Yeah.
farewell.
They left one batch of chocolates that was the flavor of farewell, which you all may know from
Yeah.
their shop.
I think you should talk with the orphans and try to get your siblings to be on the same page as us and be like, hey.
I can do that, yeah.
So are we gonna split up or are we gonna go as a group? Because
You
my
talk to
father was like,
orphans.
I want to talk to your friends. So maybe Nadine should come.
You talk to orphans. You talk to John. I talk to constructs.
Maybe we shouldn't leave the owl alone. You did just get arrested.
I would be going to my home. Be like, what's up, fellow constructs? What's up, constructs? Want to hear about Nadine?
So, but then nobody's going to talk to the Nodish. So if we
Remember, you're also leaving out the pirates.
true.
None of us have.
I mean, you have a connection with the pirates. So,
Not a big one, but definitely.
I have a small one as well.
It might be better to go
You
with
guys
the
have 1
orphans.
point on that or something?
Mm-hmm.
If your siblings are like big orphan figures,
If I could get my siblings on our side, I could get all the orphans on
Yeah.
our side.
Which would be good.
so if we get all of the orphans because cool siblings and all of the
And all of the
prospers because
Prospers.
cool dad,
But then if we get all of the Prospers on our side, the Nodish will almost certainly fight us or go against us.
if it's an unanimous vote, Eric.
But we don't want to split the town.
Oh shit.
The whole point of this is bringing the town together.
Yeah. Okay. So you talk to Nodish. You talk to dad.
Okay.
Do we want to go investigate the Sweetmaker's
Yes,
estate first?
we do.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys head to the Sweetmaker's estate. 30 minutes later, it is 4 o'clock, I believe. Yep, 4 o'clock.
So we have about an hour and a half before I have to go
Right.
have dinner with Papa.
Right.
Okay. Hi, Mins.
Oh yeah, hi. Mends. Sorry, I didn't realize what you were saying.
Sorry, I kind of mumbled it and fumbled it.
I want to go outside and just like nature check for misplaced gunk.
Okay, make a nature check. You're looking for another like subterranean
Yeah.
lump. Cool.
22.
22. Okay. No obvious slump. I mean, it's this is in the center of town, right? So there is no extraordinary thing. There is a loading bay, which is slightly inclined, but doesn't seem to be anything horizontally entering the building.
Can we check the fireplace?
The hearth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's where the other entrance was.
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check on the hearth.
Thoth.
Does anyone want to help me with this so I have advantage?
Yeah. Anyone can help if they want.
Dude, I will help. And Thoth.
What is your investigation?
Mine is
Mine's also 2.
I feel like I'm where is I can't. Mine's 4.
So yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Roll, tall boy.
Roll, tall boy, go.
Also roll a d4, tall boy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey!
Whoa! 24.
Eric, when you enter the hearth, it is absent of logs or anything. It's just full of kind of a thin sheet of cinder. And as you get very close to it, you start brushing away this cinder, and you realize that there is one line of ash that has not moved because it has fallen into a minuscule divot where the stone is cut in half from the back of the forge to the entrance.
Hey.
Okay. But I find no sort of button or lever.
No button or lever.
What did I do? I was just like groping around on the rocks last time.
Yeah, that's what you did.
I'm just gonna mimic that. Here,
There's-
Leaf, you're doing it all wrong. Here.
No, there's nothing. There's
Okay.
nothing.
So,
Curious.
Make an investigation check, Garrett. That's fine.
13.
There's
14.
There's no physical switch or button that you can find.
so does this line go all the way up? Like there's a chimney, correct?
Yes.
Is
No,
this-
it's just in the floor.
Just the floor.
Just
so
the
So
floor.
the floor, I'm assuming,
So it has to separate.
separates. So
Shifting
if,
foundation. Tremor,
right.
yeah.
So if the floor separates, then that means there's a edge. There's a space on the edge, right? Because it can't be in complete contact with the walls, or else it wouldn't be able to slide. Right.
Sorry, say it again.
So floor moving, walls on top of floor.
Here, wait, Eric.
There has to be a space between
Use
the
your
floors
hands.
and the wall.
Make a tube with your hands.
There has
can't
to
be
like,
like
there
this.
can't be physical contact
It
here.
has to be like.
There has to be a little bit of space here,
So,
so that the floor can go like this. Right?
You've discerned the mechanism correctly, but it is flush with the floor. It is flush with the wall.
Check the breaker box room.
I would like to see if we can get the talk a dog to help.
Just make a flat intelligence check for me.
Flat
Thoth?
telly.
Thoth.
Thoth?
No.
I love saying
What's
Thoth.
my intelligy?
17.
Okay. You walk over to the talk dog, and you have the password in the back of your mind, right? The riddle, and you're like, "Oh, Sanctum will open," and then you're looking at the dog, and you're like, "Voice recognition."
The dog is a key.
The dog. Well, no. The dog displays that the Sweetmakers are capable of creating voice recognition technology.
Dog
So
is a hinge to the
okay,
key.
so this is the sanctum that we need to open with the names. Okay, in the book,
Do you want to hear the riddle again?
the book doesn't have their old names.
The sanctum will open by the names of our past and the names of our present company.
That our present company gives us. Yes.
Okay, so we need to find the names of their past because the present company gives them the name the Sweetmakers, correct? Assumed, correct?
Yeah.
Assumed.
So the names of their past. Can I search the book?
You look at the wording of the riddle again. It says the names our present company gives us.
Plural.
Does that
So that's their
Ed-
individual
Ed
names.
Mark and
like
Ed,
yeah.
he man.
So
Those don't work.
can we say all 4 of their names?
You want to say Edlark, Hennick, Phyllis, Walden?
Yes.
Nothing happens.
Edlark, Sweetmaker, Hen is Sweetmaker, Hen and Hen.
No.
Okay. Can I look through the book for older names?
older like rescue names.
No,
one
older
is
older
trans?
names that the Sweetmakers went by.
That is not in the Book of Deeds.
Because the Book of Deeds is only what they've done in this town.
Right.
Tragic.
What if we dead named the trans one?
Just a thought!
His
It's
name was
not a good
his
one.
name was Hennick his whole life.
Never mind.
You don't think they'd be able to update their technology?
I mean, it's literally set in stone, so I'm just saying.
Wow. Wow.
How much is Mittens aware of any of this? Is she with the dog right now, or are you letting her in on this?
I mean, she seems to be like, oh yeah, I'll keep stuff hush hush for you.
I don't think that we should actively tell her, but also
Right,
not
it's fully up to
actively
you
keep it
as to
from
whether or
her.
not she's privy to what you guys are trying to do.
Wait, the axe was someone's dad, right?
Oh shit.
The axe that. Okay, what if we get the axe and the cane?
Well, the
Because
cane
those
was Hennick's.
And the axe was.
Walden.
Walden's.
What if we just like? Wait, did mom name have like a? This is
Phyllis?
mom name's book.
She had a nook upstairs.
Bixby is
Okay.
up there.
Did anyone take the
She's
Sweetmaker-
holding a cane in this picture.
Yeah.
Phyllis is holding a cane.
Yeah,
in this
that's
picture.
true. Garrett, you sorry, where were we? Okay, you go up to the bookshelf. Did anyone pocket the Sweetmaker origin story book, or is that still on the bookshelf?
That's still there.
The one that opens
Okay.
nicely.
That's still on the bookshelf then. Garrett, you go up to Phyllis's stuff and you just start digging through it, and you find that book, which mentions that the Sweetmakers renamed themselves to be the Sweetmakers.
Right.
But it doesn't mention what they came from.
No, doesn't have any writing about what their names were before.
Now,
Are there any other books on the shelf that might?
Make an investigation check.
Thoth.
19.
19. All right, let me see what I can give you. Okay. You start digging through Phyllis's books. You know what I'll give you? You're digging through her books, and you find a book that you're just leafing through, and there's like a letter that's embedded in it, and you grab that and you reopen it, pull out the document inside, and it is a letter that's kind of at like a request to touch base, kind of, from what seems to be a family member, and the letter is signed Pigma Harriet.
From another family member?
Possibly.
I'd like to pocket this letter.
Mm-hmm.
You tell everyone, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'd like to go back to the hearth.
Mm-hmm.
Pigma Harriet?
You say Harriet, and everyone in is listening really closely, just like, does this work? And you hear a
As soon as
Sweetmakers.
I wanted to say.
and then you guys are kind of in silence for a bit. You're trying to think of something else, and then you hear a as whatever unlatched shunts back into place after a minute.
Be careful of traps. Be careful of traps. Be careful of traps.
Investigation
we have-
check. Just after that.
Sure, go for it.
Okay,
So if
we got one.
that letter was to the mom.
19.
So if it's the mom's maiden
Oh,
Yeah.
there might be
name, and then we need the dad's last name
Yeah.
before
So
Sweetmaker.
Phyllis's maiden
Oh.
name is Harriet.
Okay, so
19.
It sounds like that sound came from beneath, and it feels like there's a mechanical thing that maybe there's like a bunch of voice boxes lined up to latch each individual thing once a password is hit. But it seems like after a minute, the system resets and closes up whatever you were guessing.
So, the axe handle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if it's inscribed with any name.
That's very clever, and I want to give it to you. But I don't think I can because you guys punched it and like.
Mending!
No,
I've mended it!
We already mended it last
Okay.
time.
All right, yeah. You mend the axe.
We mended it last time.
And in the handle of the axe, there is a simple engraving of the tux. So Tuck. And you return to the furnace, you say it, and there is a second click.
Sweetmakers.
Nothing.
Wait, how do you spell tux?
Tuck. S. Tux.
Okay, so we have Harriet, then tux, and that's the first two parts of this.
Mhm.
If I say it in reverse order, does any clicking happen?
Yeah, you say it Tux Harriet, and you hear the 2 clicks immediately when you say them.
Okay, order doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the right note page? Okay. Our sanctum will open by the names of our past and the names our present company gives us. So,
Harriet Tux, Phyllis,
Walden?
Walden?
Nope. No new clicks.
Because if we say Phyllis or Walden,
Mom
That
and Dad.
No clicks.
Peacekeeper? Okay, what do the people call...
Remember, this was written by Hennick. The riddle.
Who?
The brothers? What do the people...
Our present company call us?
Yep. Yeah, it's psyching in brain power.
Yeah,
and
Where did we find the letter? Where did we find the... It's in the back of the
Yeah.
book, which was on the desk. Mom and Dad?
No,
Wait, okay, wait.
The names our present company
So-
gives us. Okay, us, I'm assuming is talking about Edlark and Hennick.
Mhm.
Our present
Or the-
company, I'm assuming, is talking about the people of the town.
Mm-hmm.
And Hennick wrote the message that was in the back of the book.
Right, what did everybody call them? The Sweetmakers, the boys, the brothers.
The
The boys.
no clicks from those two.
The boys are in fact not back in town.
The brothers, the...
Mittens? Can we try mittens?
Yeah, what is
You say mittens?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nothing.
Can we ask?
Our present company calls us. If it was in the Axe book was in the parents' bedroom.
It was in the parents' bedroom, which is now Hennick's bedroom.
Sons.
Nope.
Children.
Nope.
Next of kin.
Nope.
Nottingham Province? I don't know.
What was that one?
Nottingham Province?
No.
Okay.
Prosper.
Or Prosper.
Prosper is the- yeah.
Whoopsie.
Close enough. I got where yours at.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work.
Sweetmakers.
There was no Bixby's gonna rustle through. Leaf, this may be an invasion of privacy in your eyes. Bixby's gonna go. I'm looking for a diary. I'm looking for a something. I'm looking for a.
You've already investigated the spots here. There's no such thing.
Can I read through Hennick's scrapbook with notes from his mom and see if I find anything?
That is not here. Theoretically, that is on Hennick's person.
Oh.
Okay.
Beans.
You have the scrap, which is probably a torn piece from it, but
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good thought, though.
I'm yanking the book that goes into the history of the Sweetmakers and see
Okay.
if there's anything towards the end.
nope.
No.
Doesn't seem to be any like. Here's a secret password.
No, yeah. But,
If that book is written by the parents who are currently dead, so anything within that book can't be considered present.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
yeah.
Say Edlark. Say Hennick.
Neither.
The note that they left behind.
Our
maybe?
use
Yeah.
time present company calls us. It was
This book didn't start Okay, but this is Hennick's handwriting.
Could I make a history check on the age of the ink?
What?
I mean, it's no, because it's magic invisible ink. I'm sorry.
Okay. Present company.
Who is present company?
The present as in the right now, but it's now in the past company.
Yes?
Do we have to say our names? That doesn't make sense.
I mean, it doesn't, but
Wait, read the thing again?
Our sanctum will open
little
by the
toddlers.
names of our past and the names of our present, the names our present company gives us.
Past, present, you bitch. Names of our past in time,
Which is
present,
Harriet and Tux,
right?
click, click.
So,
and Lark Hennick.
did either of these folks
Sweetmakers.
ever marry?
No.
Ah!
Brothers,
Past, present. Ah!
what do people just like call the Sweetmakers? The two that are left, at least the brothers. Didn't they have like a term like a
Missing brother.
There's a little nugget of information in my brain. I think I'm looking for. I can't find it.
Candy makers,
Nope.
joy bringers, capitalists.
Nope. They have a donation jar in the front of the establishment.
I know you know that doesn't mean anything.
Clockwork adapts.
Nope.
Past, I hate you and your time riddles.
Even worse than normal riddles.
Time riddles. Okay, wait, so Hennick carries a scrapbook from Grandma, needs a successor. Was that a part of that?
God. The Sweetmakers.
You guys are so close.
Candy and toys, those are two whole deals.
No clicks.
No clicks.
Gnomish tinkering.
Okay, so the past was
Sweetmakers. Moral peacekeepers. I have that written down.
the past was the parents'
the
maiden
two brothers.
names.
Ah, fuck.
Brothers.
And Lark and Hennick.
Are they called by our whole people?
Read one more time.
Our sanctum will open by the names of our past and the names that our
Every
present
person
company
can be
gives us.
united through delight in.
The names
Pleasure.
our
Wow, you're
present
going way back.
Yes, I'm
You
looking
better.
way
You better.
back.
present
keep going, bud.
company
That's-
lost.
I read through all my notes.
Lost?
Nope.
The names our present company gives us. Present company could be like the estate because they sell things. Entrepreneur.
No.
Ah!
Yo, no.
What was yours?
CEO.
No.
You keep like leaning over. You're like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I gotta,
No.
gotta check.
Our present
Wait.
company.
Ah.
Next one for this electrician and clockwork engineer.
Nope.
I already.
Mother-
I can only imagine everyone is just like laying
Is
on the
there-
floor on their back, just like shouting things.
Is there like
Right? What if I say
Is there like
Ed Lark Sweetmaker?
Nope.
Is there
Walden
like an
Sweetmaker.
advertisement thing down in the shop that advertises the two brothers at all?
Make a perception check for me.
Thoth.
Actually, just make a flat intelligence check. Maybe this will save you.
Okay. It's 12. I doubt it does.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't give it to you.
That's okay.
I can't do it.
Your perception check? Or was that it?
That was it.
Okay.
Can I make it also?
No.
Clockwork expert.
Can I see the things I have to say?
We're dang dum-dums.
Where is it?
It's probably like right in front of us. And he told us
I
like 3 times
guarantee.
per session, and we just like can't remember because none of us wrote down this seemingly unimportant
Names
detail.
of
Yeah.
Our past and the names that
our present company.
Present.
Are you having fun?
We're doing good.
Yeah.
Slowly, so mittens and more
Names
with
that-
others.
I can't believe this.
We are almost at the end.
I can't.
I will allow you to sit here and keep guessing.
Yeah.
But I understand if you have to go, and if it's like, wrap up time. So fully up to you. But we won't be doing any like moving from
Frigid
this
mints.
spot today.
Sweet cinnamon.
Oh my god.
Should we keep the recording going?
Yes, please.
Mantle.
Past.
I'm gonna say that it's also 4:30 right now because you guys are in a pool of.
Yeah.
Our sanctum will open by the names of our past
Our present.
and the names.
They didn't have any
of our
employees
present.
beside Mittens, right?
Nope.
Mittens, did you have like a nickname for each brother?
You just pop into the other room, man. she looks at you and she says, you want one of their nicknames?
Yeah, they like have.
I didn't.
What did you call them?
I'm gonna have her make a. Everyone's sticking their heads in on Mittens.
Yeah.
Okay, Mittens is like, do you mean like one of their titles?
Yes.
Yes.
Within the company.
Within the company.
Yes.
I guess they're both owners.
Anything else?
I'm gonna fly out. Owners!
Nothing.
Sweetmaker.
Is there like a common name that people around the town, or like you just called them?
That depends on who you ask.
Well, what did you call them?
Boss?
Oh.
Boss!
Nope.
Do you know what other people? What like the common, like, what most of the people in the town would have called them?
Successor?
No. She says, I'm afraid I don't particularly pertain to any community. I wouldn't know fully. What is this for?
We think they left us some kind of riddle, and we're trying to
Okay.
figure it out.
Let me think. Titles. Hennick is youth minister.
Oh. God damn
Hennick! What's Hennick?
No, what's that like?
That was Hennick. Hennick is a youth minister.
Edlark.
And Mittens is just like,
Trapper, hunter, lodge, master, wilderness, masculinity!
Pastor. Okay. What was Edlark's
I don't think any of those
community
work.
title? Community title for Edlark.
Beastkeeper.
nope.
Hunter,
Where's my
gatherer,
Okay.
explorer, adventurer.
Nope.
Oh.
Okay, so it was youth minister.
Yep, youth minister works.
Okay, so Edlark or Hennick.
I believe you guys.
Is the
God, we're
Was there at the lodge? Was there like a big portrait of Edlark?
At the lodge, no.
youth minister because he did stuff at the church. What community? The Pirates? Did the Pirates have a name for him?
Eric, please make an intelligence just flat check.
Oh boy.
Eric, your notes go almost far back enough, I think.
You have inspiration if you need
I
it.
took. Do I? I do. Is this flat intelligence?
Because
I have good intelligence bonus.
Thoth. Can I give advantage?
This is a history check.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Alright, that's fine.
please. We have to fucking.
Eric, I'm gonna go. Eric, I'm gonna go through this part as like slowly as I can, and
Okay.
once you
Once I
figure it out, you
okay.
can interrupt me.
Where's my old notes?
So the pirates do in fact have an almost universal nickname for Edlark that originated.
Wait, I remember. Wait, I forget.
Shut up, let her keep going.
It originated when Edlark made his first
Yes.
diplomatic foray to the pirate cruise.
Yes. The Swallower!
Click.
Gross.
Don't ask! Don't ask! Don't ask!
He's the minister swallower, Harriet talks!
Oh my god, I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
You 4 clicks.
And it opens?
Nope.
We need more. Are you joking?
Then I say Sweetmakers.
Nope.
Oh my
Order
fucking
doesn't matter.
God.
Order doesn't
So
matter,
we-
so Sweetmakers isn't a part of the password.
Swallower. Okay. We have 4.
You 4.
Wait, why do we need more than 4?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Okay.
theoretically, this is a password that only the 2 Sweetmaker brothers can answer to access the underground portion of whatever this is.
Do they
right?
have nicknames for each other?
Or
Bust a fucking hole in this.
Do you want to try?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Kalia,
What if you break the
what
mechanism and we all fall to our deaths?
Are you grabbing a halberd and
wings.
just aiming for the gap?
Yeah.
Okay, make an attack roll for it.
Wait. Harriet talks with Mr. Swallow, so part of it is open and unlatched.
12.
12 is not enough to hit.
Okay.
It's such a
Bixby's turn.
fine
Okay.
wedge that you
Bixby's
haven't.
turn.
Okay, did
Bixby's
people
turn.
wait.
Fuck!
Did people have nicknames for the parents as well?
You're not sure.
Don't give her any.
Here's what
ideas.
I'll give you. You have so basically present company, right? So each faction theoretically has something that they refer to the Sweetmakers as.
Yeah, so we have
The church
pirates,
refers to them
church.
to Hennick as youth
Minister.
minister. The pirates refer to Edlark as the Swallower. Theoretically, there are nicknames that are of similar weight amongst the other communities.
It might be beneficial for us to just go around and ask.
Yeah.
It could
Okay.
be.
So
Like,
we
instead of
have
sitting here trying to
okay.
think
So we
about
have
it.
We just all
the
go to our
church.
designated.
We have the
people.
pirates. Okay, we need to collect what we think we might need.
So we need
So we need-
orphans, we need Notch,
Orphans.
and we need Prosper.
Noddish.
Noddish Prosper.
Look at that. It's time for dinner. And that's where we'll start out next
Ah!
time.
Okay. Any other factions that we might need
Do the
to?
constructs count?
Oh man, you're not
They're
sure.
so new to town,
Yeah.
but we can try.
Do
They
we
are
need-
still new to town.
Is there like one brother for each of them, or do they all have a name for both brothers?
You would know that the factions that I mentioned, like the pirates, usually only associate with Edlark.
Okay.
The
Okay.
church usually only associates with Hennick.
One quick really thing.
Mm-hmm.
Quick really thing. So if we're hearing the clicks, am I able to locate where these clicks are happening?
Yeah, they're-
And then using that spacing, can I try and determine how many clicks we need?
Oh, make a perception check for me.
I am also going to do that.
Wait, can you just give me advantage by helping me here?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hey,
you
yo,
owl
Fluff.
ears. Owl ears. help
Oh,
me here.
sure.
That
Ooh, my first one was good anyway. 22.
Okay. It sounds like
Total of 8.
it sounds like there is
7.
7.
Okay, that's perfect. We have the 2 old names: the church, the pirates, the orphans, the
hang
Noddish,
on,
and the
wait,
prosper.
Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
Okay, so
Okay.
not the constructs, but every other thing. So the only
Have you
3
seen
left we
Copper
need
Top?
are theoretically what the orphans call them. Do you know?
I mean, you want to make a history check?
Sure. I put all my dice away.
Thoth.
You're gonna need really good.
We're gonna stop
Well-
recording.
Just this roll and then we'll stop.
Thoth. Thoth.
19.
Wait, you got a.
23!
23.
You know what? I've established that you do card games with all the kiddos. You would know that they refer to Edlark as the Prince of Games.
That's
Prince of
cute.
Games, that's adorable.
Prince of Games.
Click.
2!
And the story behind the Prince of Games is that Walden is the person who made the popular card game.
Oh,
Edlark is the one who tried to come in and improve it, so he's the Prince of Games,
that's
where his father
great.
was the king.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yep.
That's adorable.
Oh boy. Okay.